Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get a contact dunk every single time on NBA 2K22. Now, there's a lot of things that go into getting a contact dunk and getting the best dunk animations and overall just never getting blocked on NBA 2K22. So make sure you guys stay tuned for the entire video because I'm going to be giving you guys the best tips and tricks for every single thing you need to know in order to get more contact dunks and get blocked way less. You guys can see in some of these clips, I'm getting some crazy dunk animations. And if you guys want to get some of these same dunk animations, you guys are going to watch this entire video through. And yeah, if you are new around here, make sure to hit that sub button and drop a like, but let's get straight into it. All right, so one of the first and most important things is going to be your badges. Now you can see on my facilitating finisher build, which is my main dunking build, I use it to ret farm, I use it to catch labs, but as my main dunking build, I have 13 finishing badges on it. Now, in order to dunk, obviously get more contact dunks, you can see posterizer. It's going to be one of the #1 badges you need. It improves the likelihood of posterizing your opponent, which is what you're trying to do. It's probably why you clicked on this video. You want to get more contact dunks. Make sure you have posterizer on. Now, the next most important badge is definitely going to be limitless takeoff. These two badges are very must have. Limitless takeoff is basically just going to allow you to dunk from further away. And if you don't have this on the highest level possible, I really don't know what you're doing. This is one of the best badges in the game, and it's going to allow your dunk animation just to be so much better and so much more fluid. They're not going to get blocked as much. It's just going to help out a lot. So make sure you have limitless takeoff on. Now, some of the other great badges are going to be fearless finisher. This is going to improve the ability to convert contact layups. So if you take a bad dunk, if you take a bad shot, you still have a chance of it going in. And trust me, this badge is very broken. Contested layups in this game are very broken. A lot of people make contested layups on me, and it really annoys me because paint defense in this game is absolutely broken, but 2K refuses to fix it. But fearless finisher, definitely put it on. Slithery finisher, definitely put it on. It's gonna help you. It's just gonna help you get better dunk animations, and overall can help with some of these side contact dunk animations. I believe it's just a very good badge. You should definitely have it on. And out of these four, these are definitely the four most important badges. With one badge left, there's a couple different things you can do, and maybe if you probably have more badges than me because I'm a blue-green build. You probably have more badges than me. I would put on unstrippable. If someone's very good and they know how to spam X in the paint, they're gonna get a steal. So if you have unstrippable on, it might help out a little bit with that. You can also put on Lob City if you're ret farming. That might help you with that, as well as a badge like Fast Twitch. Fast Twitch is very good if you want to just take a standing dunk pretty quick. Even Rise Up is okay as well on a low level. You want to put these badges bronze or silver. The only badge you really need Hall of Fame is limitless takeoff. Posterizer, you really don't even need Hall of Fame. You just put it there if you want to get the most contact dunks possible. And if you are a guard, obviously you can put on Giant Slayer. It's another good badge, but I basically covered all of these super important badges. There's a few more that might work in certain scenarios, but those are overall the most important badges. Now, moving on to another important thing, you're going to want to go to your controller settings right here. You are going to want to make sure your pro stick function is on default. Now, a lot of people have been putting this on dribble moves this year. I've seen a lot of people have this on dribble moves. Make sure this is on default. You are going to want to dunk with the right stick. Now, some of you guys may not know how to dunk with the right stick, but basically all you want to do is pull your right stick down for a fancy dunk, up for a safe dunk, right for a right-handed dunk, and left for a left-handed dunk. It's going to work the same way as X. So instead of pressing X, you're going to hold RT and hold your right stick down, up, left, or right. And it's going to allow you to do a dunk of your choosing. It gives you a lot more control over your dunking. And if you are on next gen, using the right stick will activate your dunk meter. So make sure you be careful with that. If you actually learn how to use the dunk meter, it can be very helpful on next gen. But I'm not going to get too much into that because I mostly play current gen. But that is one of the biggest mistakes I do see when people try to dunk, or when they're trying to get better, or when they're not trying to get blocked as much or trying to get more contact dunks. They need to have their pro stick function on default, and they 100% need to be dunking with the right stick. Now, I'm going to be splitting the dunks into different levels of limitless takeoff. If you have bronze or silver limitless takeoff, you should not have anything on except for quick drops off 1 and quick drops off 2. And if you really want, Scottie Pippen. Now, these dunks, basically what they see, what you can see, hold on, let me hover over one. You can see the ball goes straight above my head. And this obviously doesn't apply to contact dunks. These are just normal dunks, but this is going to allow you to not get blocked at all. This is one of the main things you need to do to not get blocked: badges and dunk packages. Now, quick drops off 1 and quick drops off 2 and Scottie Pippen, all of the dunks you get from these packages, they're relatively quick, especially for a low limitless takeoff. You're still going to get the good animations, and the ball goes straight above your head. which is the hardest position to block. You know, if it goes to the side, they might get a tip on it. If it goes back, they're gonna block it, you know, block it from behind. But if it goes above you or straight in front of you, they're really not going to have a chance to block it, and it's going to be one of the best dunk packages to put on. Now, if you are a better dunker and you have a higher dunk rating, then you're going to want to put on Michael Jordan, Clyde Drexler. Front clutches is okay. I wouldn't recommend it, but front clutches is okay. I don't like it. It gets blocked a little bit more than like quick drops. And quick drops for me is just better, so I don't know why I would have front clutches on. Switcheroos, I would not use. Straight arm tomahawks are okay. Some of the animations are a little iffy, but overall they're pretty good. I will put them on. Cradle dunks right here, they're okay. They're pretty iffy this year. I'm not gonna lie. Like previous years, they've been way better, but this year I don't like them as much. They're just better dunk packages. And honestly, this is a year where you don't want too many dunk packages on. There's really no point in putting extra dunk packages on. If you only have one dunk package on, you're gonna get the same animation every single time. So if there's one dunk package that's a really good animation and you want that one every time, that's the only dunk package you should have on. But Michael Jordan is definitely one of the best dunk packages you can put on. It is going to give you the free throw line dunk, and we'll combine that with Hall of Fame limitless takeoff or even gold limitless takeoff. It's going to allow you to pull that free throw line dunk off every single time if you time it and do it at the right time. But yeah, like I was saying, the less dunks you have on, the better. You basically just want the best dunk packages in the game. And for me, the best dunk packages in the game are just quick drops off 1 and quick drops off 2. These are really the best animations in the game. I'm not even lying to you. These dunk packages just they don't get blocked, and that's the best thing about it. They don't. You want dunks that don't get blocked. They're relatively quick and they don't get blocked. And really, there's no other dunk package in the game that all of their animations in the dunk packages just don't get blocked. And finally, before I move on to just some simple tips and tricks in order to get more contacts and to not get blocked as much with some gameplay behind it, make sure you guys put on your pro alley-oop, your contact dunk animations, whatever you can get out of all of these animations right here, the contact and alley-oop ones. Make sure you have them on. Some people forget about them, and honestly, they're like hidden down here, you know what I mean? Like you have to scroll all the way down to see them. So some people forget. Just make sure you have them on, and let's go ahead and get into a few tips and tricks right here. All right, so there is a few things that I do want to get into right here about dunking and about getting more contact dunks. Now, there's about 3 things I would recommend. The first thing is when I'm going for a contact dunk, I always use the right stick down. That activates a fancy dunk, and I just feel like I get way more contacts when I use the right stick down as opposed to X or the right stick in any direction. I would use the right stick down if I'm going for a contact dunk. Now, some of the things you are going to want to look out for is you're going to want to make sure your player's at full stam. If you have Gatorade, if you have your Gatorade workout, that is even better. If you have low stamina, your player's not going to go for a dunk. They're going to go for a layup. It's going to get swatted. You wouldn't want to make sure you have stamina. The next thing is going to be you want to make sure there's really only one defender in the paint. If there's 2 defenders in the paint, 2 guys just going to do the calculations and be like, nope, you're not allowed to contact dunk. There's more than one person in the paint. And really, if there's one person just standing directly in front of you, you're really just not going to get a contact dunk. You have to attack the person at a certain angle in order to activate a contact dunk, and that's usually from the side. You want to get equal to them. So let's say you're at like the free throw line and they're at like the right elbow. You want to be on like the side of them. And when you're on the side of them, then you're going to want to pull your right stick down while holding RT, and that's going to put you in a contact dunk animation most likely. Now, obviously, when you get used to this and you get used to dunking, you're going to know what you can take and what you can't take and what's going to be a good possession and what's going to be a bad possession. You're going to get more used to it. You're going to know what your limits are and what you can do. And obviously, if you have like slashy takeover, do whatever you want. Like, you go crazy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, those 3 things I would definitely look out for. So right stick down to dunk. Make sure on the side of your opponent. Don't go up if there's like 3 people in the paint or 2 people in the paint. It's just, you're never going to get a dunk on that. You're literally never. It's going to be a contested layup. You're going to turn the ball over. And finally, make sure the opponent is on the side of you when you do go up for the dunk. That's one of the best tips I can possibly give you. It is one of the easiest things to do to make sure you're on the side of your opponent. And honestly, it's one of the best ways to get a contact dunk almost every single time. Like, I'm not even capping. Like, that is one of the best ways to get a contact dunk. If you can get the side on your opponent while you are driving and you do everything I told you, you are going to get a contact dunk probably 9 times out of 10, just because some of these side animations, the side contact animations, are just super overpowered in this game. So I would definitely recommend that. like I said, make sure you have all the badges on. And yeah, if you guys do everything I said in this video, I promise you guys will improve at dunking. And you know, if you guys agree with this video or it helped you out in some way, shape, or form, make sure to hit that like button. A like would be greatly appreciated. Comment down below, and of course hit that sub button. But yeah, that's gonna be about it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm out, man. Peace.